out as we're about to get into the series. Starting things off on 6-star, and of course Vegas happy to be playing Boston in the losers bracket, but we learned Boston is capable of taking down some pretty important teams in the league. They can play spoiler again, and of course they're playing with less pressure. They already know they're not going to champs. This is their final tournament. This is where they want to make a run.
What a last stand Boston Breach could make here at the major. We'll find out how that goes. Been into map number 1, folks. 2-2 split right off the rip for Vegas Legion, playing for a hell of a lot more than just positions here at this tournament. Can they make it to champs while the saga continues? On board with Nero, who's feeling fantastic, by the way. We've had full confirmation from the man himself. He's feeling good. And there you go. Vegas are in the time. His
sickness just came from something he ate. I know his pre-game ritual occasionally involves Skittles, so yeah, dangerous to go for a lot of candy before a match, but whatever he had this morning pays off. Perfect opening break, 2-0 start. And obviously for Boston, great in the map ones, but that is a wild stat. We get to see if we believe.
Or are we believers? Boston with an immediate break back here on P1, the final 15. Good news for the Vegas fans. You have this side of the minimap. It's on attached now to identify the attack. Priester, he will be the first man in, or will he? Snoopy's there for it as well. Lovely work there at the Boston boys. Good stuff. Chance on land when it comes to the map 1 wins. See if they can keep this one going. Good hit. And that's hardpoint now in their hands.
And good rotation as well if they can catch Nero. And yep, Snoopy's there to catch him. And Snoopy right now basically toying with the entire Vegas team, but Attach makes the easy read. Snoopy sprints into death, and now you got Vegas swarming, attempting to make this break. But I mean, Boston holding them off so far. They got all their bases covered. Major taking a swim, and not a route Geo wants to take. Going to go through the vents instead.
It's so hard, man. I mean, this is a guaranteed death, right? You have to send it. First man in's got to guess correctly. Not happening.
Damn.
Not happening. Major Maniac Priester, gun him down. Breacher there, and I'm pretty sure LAG is shouting from the rafters.
Yeah, LAG, again, they are rooting against Vegas because Vegas are in that champs hut. So right now in Boston, more fans on land than they are accustomed to, but Vegas at least able to strike right back. Not ideal to lose the rotation over towards P3, but at least you get the final 20 seconds, keep the game relatively close. But this is where things are a problem. Snoopy killing and cutting off all those reinforcements, so Geo might be advanced on the mini-map, but for the moment, he has no support. Boston are going to get all of this early time.
Middle map presence here from Vegas on the attack towards P3. The money here on 6-star. Major Maniac, the man on the back line here. He's at the check-in desk, and room is not ready, boys. You'll have to go wait in the bar, but the bar is full of your opponents. Nero finds 2, though, and now we look at Major Maniac for a moment. The break is immaculate. Beans trying to take back what was once Boston's, and it's not going to happen. Priester's next up. 1 by 1, baby. They keep dropping.
Yeah, that is brutal as well. That is a blink and you miss it break, and the back spawns don't even matter. And Vegas are reading this, by the way. Boston's going to spawn out, so they know that Major's in the back, but everybody else coming through the front. Doesn't matter if you read it, though, if Priesta is just going to take it from you. And patience, though, pays off. Major not coordinated with this team there in that moment. And now for Boston, not only do you not really effectively get this break, but you're going to be on the back foot, having to rotate all the way out. But Vegas, I mean, super slow. 3 players are standing on old time, and there is 0 seconds left. So Legion taking their time.
Every hard point in the first set so far, Boston have had the rotation for it. They've had the opening time, and it's showing in the score. Vegas are not a true stranger to the break. Here we go. Nero, big wrap. What can you find on the approach to time? Your teammates are battling through the front as well. That's a win. And we are 1 step closer to the edge.
That is MCW, just a headshot out of control. But I was thinking Vegas about to break, but instead Priesta gives you 2, and now things are going to get mixy. But Major Maniac timing not quite on his side. Johnny there to cut off the reinforcements, and well, now Boston back to the 1 by 1, funneling into death. Scrappiness on the Statue Hill.
Over to Johnny. Toe-to-toe with Priester. Trophy saves it, but that won't. Teammates are there for it as the battle continues on this point. The final few moments here, the final 10. And we are going for every single one of them, folks. Back to the middle of the hard point. We will have it in a sec. Boston Breach with a slight lead as the first set closes.
And there's an interesting theme as well with the intimate venue. The deads coming from Beans are going to rain out just a little bit louder, but needs to get the ball rolling. 9-9 performance for the moment, and Boston definitely a little bit of a lead. Nice kill there, though, as they're working towards the break. 2 players for Vegas trying to stave off the pressure, but seems like it's going to be inevitable for Beans. Strikes, he bounces, and at least gets the damage off. Boston are in.
There they're in. Over to Priest up next. 1. Can he get 2? Sure can. Can he get 3? He wants it. Mate, give him all 4. P-Dog over the top, though. Attached, nice work there. Gio's helping him out. Gio finds 2 on the immediate break. That's Vegas in the middle.
Yeah, there's a big moment, too. 20 seconds going to be left on this P1 hill, and that is plenty to collect. And more importantly for Vegas, they have the right side spawns as well. So they can pump the brakes, play a little bit slow, and Nero gets caught. And Vegas, again, they have 2 players stacked up over towards you, so not a lot of pressure on the rotation. Plenty of pressure, though, on the hill, and Gio doing a fantastic job staying alive, at least for a moment. You clean house, you keep the spawns, you win the rotation. A 4-point game as the hill pops.
Oh, Johnny, who drops the O, picks up 2. Over towards the new hardpoint. First time we've seen Vegas win a rotation. Bad spawns for Boston Breach. Plenty of time to cross the map. Plenty of time to get the break on the hardpoint. But you have just lost the lead for the first time here on 6-star.
And Prisa might have found some timing, too. Nero goes to check the flank for just a moment, but gives it up. And Prisa a little bit slower than they expected, but quick enough to get the break. 25 seconds in, and Boston already made their move.
Trying to make reads on the players on spawn. Priester on a roll. Can he find another one? Over to Nero. Nearly, but not enough. Nice work with the rival 9s there. Boston, they do manage to get into the hard point. Great work there. Looking to retake the lead.
Yeah, these guys have absolutely thrived on the P2 hill. That's been the biggest benefit there for Boston, and maybe a little bit of time to work on the rotation as well. 15 seconds gives time for a guy like Priesta to at least work this player in the back, but this is rival 9 versus an MCW, so Priesta gonna have to play for scams. You see his teammates on the minimap still way across the map at the old time, so a 10-point game, but now it's Vegas's turn to try to get this hole.
Yeah, no cruise missiles. No one's gonna be able to bang that hard point open. In through the front they go. Beans now through the lobby, trying to back up. The push, the Priesta starts. What a move from Attach. Does get brought down. Only 1 man left alive at the hard point. Plenty of members of Boston here, close enough for the break. Will they be able to get it? Oh, but you have to sniff out where Gio is. There's his foot. Get them feet. Teckle and Beans are all yours. That's your point.
Yeah, and I love that play from Priesta, too. We saw him pump the brakes, and he's waiting for a teammate to get involved. So Boston might have waited an extra 10 or 15 seconds before they make the jump, but it's to break the money hill. So credit to Priesta and credit to Beans, who is now thriving with that success. I don't know if they're going to read the back spawns, or maybe they do in the perfect amount of time. That's great communication as well. So Boston, they're doing all the little things right.
What a win from Beans. That streak's in the bag. Final 10 seconds on the bar. It has been perfect. You can take that death happily. Over towards Nu we go to the statue. A battle. There's a man-on-man here. And Snoopy, can he stay alive? He cannot. Attach and Vegas have the point.
Yeah, Major Maniac, though, at least going to be able to buy a little pressure. No one's able to sneak in, push out, and, well, his teammates got a double hit coming through you as well. So Vegas gonna have to turn a little bit in the setup. Trophy, at least one of them taken care of, and so are players. Beans ripping heads.
Beans with a hot 2-piece, and he rips off a big dead that echoes through Burbank. Snoopy finds 2 of his own. 18 and 18 for him, a little slow, but not a bad look. 20-point game now as Vegas are starting to slow down, and there's 30 seconds left on this point chance. Tons of time to go. That's the Beans cam, folks. Ding, an absolute winner of a 2.
Yeah, and Boston again taking full advantage of it. Maybe the nades and tax going to be overwhelming, and you see Vegas a clean retake to at least to fight for this scrap time. And hey, you'll take the 15 seconds where you can get them. This has been a nail-biter game, and I gotta say, for Boston, who have not exactly won a lot of LAN series, the fact that they always start off hot is surprising. They're doing it here again.
Doing it again. Well, 3rd set of hard points, folks. Everybody take a deep breath. We're going to catch a refreshing beverage here in the bar, and Vegas are going to find the opening time. Nice work from them. A lead change is on the cards here. Johnny can't lock down the backside, so through you, Boston come.
Yeah, Attach is flowing, though, and yeah, easy gunfight wins for him. Might be a slightly difficult one, but Attach able to lock it in. And now Major. Great tags from Nero and Gio. Forces of nature around this zone, and P1 is paid off. And I know for Boston, next hill is where they've had the most success, but this is too much time to be given away. Vegas have taken a lead and then some. Boston might have bit off more than they can chew.
We're about to find out how the digestive system goes. It's 2 from Nero from up top. Nero 3. That is sensational. The force spree. 25 and 18. Good news though for Boston. You spawn near the point.
That's going to be desperation, though. That's the start that they actually needed. A team kill rolling through is going to stop that push in its tracks, because Vegas, they were biting at the heels. They were right knocking on the Devil's door to make this break, but Boston stable initially. And every single time Vegas are getting nearby, the trades are going to be easy. Nero might give you 2, but the last man standing, Boston have always had someone extra playing with these closer spawns. Vegas, not well coordinated just yet.
Yeah, not enough. They've got no one by the kiddie pool side. Major Maniac trying to watch all of these angles alone. Difficult timing. Nero breaks the hard point wide open, and that could be the game. Beans, it's a cruise, and he just dodges the spire.
What can you actually find, though? Open roof, just for the guy in the back, but that's 2 in the feed. Boston, the go buttons now.
And we go. Priester finds 1. Snoopy right on it. Nero winning another one from the inside of the vents. 20 to go.
And now Vegas trying to reposition as well. The bigger problem right now, though, is going to be that rotation. Boston actually have a decent opportunity to make this comeback. Question is how many reinforcements did you cut off Major? If you can drag a second player to the grave, it would have been nice. You can't do it, but you're going to spawn up at new. So Boston, it is what? 5 seconds for Vegas to win this game, and you can break it for 5, no problem on this hill. Desperation hour for the breach.
Here we go. One final hold. One final break for Vegas. We go to a search and destroy. Geo, every angle covered, attach. They've cleaned out the lobby. Snoopy holds it down. They're in through the back. Priester cut. Priester down. All on the beans. All on the beans. He's gone. That's game.
And Dylan attached the 5 spree in the end as well. A P3 break as easy as it gets. And the lead that Boston built up early to absolutely no avail. Fantastic work there by Vegas, who again, they have so much to play for this tournament included, with the champ spot as well. Hungry for the bounce back yesterday, starting things right on 6-star.
Yeah, that's a wicked way to get going on 6-star. Boston with a very, very convincing lead. We'll see the game flow in a moment. Vegas time and time again, they managed to pull it back. Solid work there from Vegas Legion. 1-0 lead here in this elimination matchup. And again, a scary prospect for Vegas. For Boston, it's the last hurrah. This is the potential final series of their year. Can they go out with a bang? 250 to 203.
Yeah, and these guys just ripping heads, the damage dealers. Attach getting mixy as well. Finished on a 5 spree, 4,800 damage, not too shabby. But Nero, the ever-present force on the map. He's been one of the better hardpoint players basically the entire year. His stats have been out of control. He is Mr. Consistent in the game mode, at least on the damage output front. And in this lobby, he was an absolute titan from start to finish. So assist numbers fantastic. The kills are great. The damage is there. And on a map like this, that is just constant gunfights, constant break attempts. You're always going to be in the mix. And for more than 3 or 4 seconds out of a gunfight, Nero's the man you want on your team.
Yeah, absolutely. The Tyrant of Tuscan. Way back to the Vanguard season where we really saw him leave his mark. And I think he was nameless or Merc talking to me backstage, initially having him on their team, or having him on a team, he was an AR player. They let him fry with a sub. Just let him keep doing that, and that's really where he found his success. But the next chance you get to see him with an AR in his hand, clips like that, disgusting work from Nero.
And even for the P2 hill where Boston had the most success, like he had one life where he gets a 2-piece, it sort of softens up the reinforcements, then he ends up spawning behind Boston on the hill, and then storms back into the hill and gets another 2-piece. So the man was a multi-kill machine. And again, on a mixy map like this, any player that can just give you that little bit extra over the course of time, massive difference maker. So credit to Nero, and obviously they just run away with the game towards end. But Vegas on point in map 1. Obviously, something LAG are not going to be a fan of.
Not going to be a fan of whatsoever. I do think, yeah, they're still up there. A couple of them still up there, holding on. We'll see how this one all goes. But there we go. That's the flow of the series so far, folks. 6-star done. Rio up next, and another high-rise control chance. We've seen plenty of those. We're doing something very different here, folks. We actually have a live interview with, I think, Fame is up there with Blaze. So if you're ready to rock and roll, Blaze, let's take it away.
Yeah, absolutely right, Miles. I got Fame here from LAG. Fame, you're going to be going up against LA Thieves tomorrow in the Battle of LA. How does it feel to be on the winner side of bracket still and, still have a shot at winning and making champs right now?
I mean, it's a great feeling. It's our first winners bracket of the year. We actually win the first round, so it's always a great feeling. And, I mean, champs is in our hands.
Yep. And as you said, it's in your hands. You guys won that first round, but you may need a little help for some other teams out there, okay? Who are you supporting? I was talking to you a second ago. You said, I'm bleeding green right now and maybe yellow later on in the day.
Yeah, I mean, if Boston wins, I mean, Vegas is out. They're one of the closest teams with us. And then New York later. I mean, if they win, knock out Rocker, okay. I think we guarantee it, so.
All right, hey, you know what? It'll be a fantastic result for y'all, especially the way y'all started the season. Best luck to you. I hope they fall in your favor, all right? Miles, Chance, we still got to get this series finished.
We do, Blaze. We've got a Search and Destroy to get through. Thanks so much, man. That was a lot of fun. Live updates here in the cage, folks. Almost ready to get into map number 2. And it's weird. I spoke to Fame yesterday in the hallways, and he was saying last year he actually was one of the members of the team who knocked Clay out of champs, the running, and sent him to the desk. This year, inadvertently, kind of did the same thing again.
In a way, just really put the pressure on, and obviously for those guys, happy to just get like that first round matchup victory because they've always had a stressful year. You show up to a tournament, you're having to play every single day, and then you're in the loser's bracket. Every match is stressful. They get the day off. They get to kick back, enjoy themselves just a little bit, and have a little bit of fun just as spectators. So LAG putting the work in, and always nice when you just get to prey on someone else's downfall.
Always so nice. So lovely. Machiavellian, if you will. Record's not fantastic for Boston, but last time we saw them play a Rio S&D against Old Optic Texas, it was absolutely peachy. It was absolute delight. We'll see if they can do it again. Here we go, folks. One more map in this true saga of the Boston Breach Vegas Legion. We're starting things off with Breach on attack, Beans, the bomb carrier.
Yeah, and now we're seeing as well a very typical setup coming in from the Boston boys. Snoopy, he's got his doors that he likes to open up. You can see the mid-map cross, and maybe even later on, you can watch the flanks to roll through. So they always do this at the start of the rounds, and now I'm looking at the mini-map. A side is wide open. Boston trying to clear the space with nades. But by the time they capitalize off of it, guys like Johnny now waiting in the wings.
Johnny, whoa. If he gets one, that's outrageous. All he gets is information, and now Boston flooding into the power positions. Press back. Lovely work from Priester. The advantage is well and truly yours, Boston.
Yeah, keep in mind for Boston, you saw the stat 0-7 on LAN and S&D, but that is with a bunch of different rosters. Major Maniac, one of the finest S&D players you could ask for, but gunned in the moment. Long-time vet of Attach makes it a 3v3. Trades all the way through in Attach. Last man standing for the 1v2. Can he make some magic happen?
Can he? One of the almost almighty headies in MW3, that white van. And Breach rattle the cage of Vegas early on here.
And again, Boston, they were grinding this map throughout stage 4, so well prepared. They got the default strats, and even though they went into the pre-aims of guys like Johnny, still able to execute, completely got the space down, bomb planted, no time wasted, and even Priesta dealing out a good bit of damage, threw up a kill and an assist in the round. Anytime you get 500 damage in a single round of S&D, you're feeling good about what you accomplished.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic start. Can Boston maintain this course? Confidence being key. On board with Nero, who had a delightful map number 1. And a first blood he'll be very happy with. That's a great start.
That's such an easy first blood, too. Priesta just not prepared for that instant jump out. Nero, reaction time, one of the finest in the league.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Whoa! Bean somehow turning on it. He does manage to get one out of the fight, but now Attach sent in to clean up. An easy cleanup indeed. Major Maniac now in a technical 1v3.
As eyes on Gio, right, knows where both players are, so maybe good news, bad news. Well, he's tagged up one shot and no gunny in that moment. Gio drops him. Vegas, a perfect bounce back round.
That would have been one hell of a moment. Major Maniac, the kind of player you trust in the 1v1s. This was a difficult situation. He knew he had Johnny on it, hot on his heels, had to win that fight fast. Vegas, a perfect answer to the first round.
Yeah, and Major Maniac, a player you trust to like analyze these situations. As soon as he gets info on 2, he's able to visualize the play so quickly, but execution win against, or the gunfight against Gio, very different task. So nice attempt, but really just after the first blood, Boston, not a clue what direction they needed to look. Back on the attack they'll go, and standard setup for Boston, once again, spreading the map, making more noise towards the A site, but if Priest has got the bomb at the top side of the mini-map, I think it might be for a distraction. You can clearly see they're setting up for some over-aggression. They want someone on Vegas to flank through.
Vegas spent a lot of lethals and tacticals over towards the middle of the map, so B-bomb site. And we're seeing a couple now from Boston Breach. No empty pockets just yet for either side, but we're getting ready for the fight. Eyes on Nero, causing problems towards the pinch. This is putting a lot of pressure onto the flanks of Boston. To the flank, to the front. And now they overwhelm the B-bomb site. Nothing left to throw, though, Chance, except for that smoke from Nero.
Yeah, shout out to the Dolphin Dive, too, as well. He was just running for his life in that moment. But that is more than half of the round burned in terms of the game clock, and they're forcing it over towards B. Priest has got the bomb here, but Johnny, I was going to say, might be able to rip him off, but not a lot of opportunities. Anytime he pokes his head up, he's getting shot. Priesta able to get this bomb down.
Or Major Maniac caught one of the flanks open. Snoopy defends the open bomb site with his life. Attach, one. Attach can't get any more. Over to Nero. Back and forth. Snoopy somehow wins it. Now it's a 1v2.
Shout out to the extra help coming in from Geo. And, well, now Geo's going to have to make the big play on a 2 spree and just not a lot of time. Going to have to gun both of these players.
He's got to find them first, and they are close. 20 seconds on the bomb as well. Here comes gunfight number 1. And he's hungry for a chance. 10 seconds, he needs it.
Yeah, Boston just gave him nothing, though.
That's a lovely play. Lovely play. Very happy with that one from Boston Breach. 2v1 situation could have gone very, very squirrely. I'm going to take a slight lead here.
And I got a little bit backwards. You see Snoopy's done 500 damage but has 6 kills. He's been hand-delivered a couple different gunfight wins, and here's a look at one of the assists that he got. Connection on attach, does a little dance with Nero, regens back up in the burst that come through. Beans was actually that player that just gave the little bit of extra tags in. So Snoopy doesn't have to do all the damage, but the teamwork and coordination on point. Does a wonderful job of staying alive, and now on a 4 spree as well. Snoopy, a dangerous man in this round.
Yeah, very. Muy dangerous. Stun check towards that bomb side of Eskies, and it will connect. He won't know there's 2 players down there. This nade will help. Oh, damage as well. So lots of information here. No follow-up nade as Beans and the rest of Boston tactically retreat away from B.
Yeah, Boston backing down, maybe going to be able to play for these retakes. Nero is making a lot of noise over towards bridge, and Major's going to clear it out. How many players lined up? Well, Nero's going to fall. Apparently didn't see the second guy, and he just gets caught. Leaves us in a mixy 2 versus 2. Everybody in 1v1 gunfights. You got Priesta able to get out, reposition. He's making moves too. Rival 9 in hand. He is active on the map, clearing so much space. Him and Beans going against Attach and Johnny.
Again, a communication at this moment in time is absolutely imperative. What do you know? What do you know that your enemy has? What do you know that your teammate has? This is where the pros separate himself from the Joes. Johnny, there's the plan.
Priest is here though. He's going to be able to jump on this as soon as this bomb goes down.
Opening rattler gunfire. Beans nowhere to be found, so Priest has got to hold him at bay for as long as he possibly can. Johnny on the hop. Johnny down. Over to Attach. Last man. And there's Beans. The cavalry's here, love. That's the defuse.
Yeah, and that is, again, a beautiful play from Priesta. We saw him making those plays in the hard point where he's just waiting for the help from Beans before he gets active. The exact same there in the search and destroy as well. I mean, Priest, the bomb gets planted. He starts making the move. The guy shoots him from a garage, and Priest just goes, hey, they're both here. Beans is booking it that direction. Not only does Priest win the gunfight, but stays alive long enough to get Beans in the mix for the second kill. So Priest making plays in a team that is 0-7 on LAN in S&D. For the moment, playing extremely well up 3-1.
That's really tough for Attach in that situation. Beans took so long coming from the other side of the map. The amount of times you guess, check, look left, look right. Timing gets awkward. Nero makes an awkward fight of Snoopy there on the fadeaway. First blood again.
Yeah, Nero runs the bridge side of this map. Always a massive force, and that is certainly a first blood Vegas are going to need in a 3 versus 3. Do you want to go for the bomb down? Well, no, smokes out. Nero gets active. And now just man disadvantage, Vegas. It's the go button. We got the numbers. Let's go for the trades. No time wasted. Smokes out, go button active, and Nero again making moves.
Steamroll. A true steamroll of Boston there. Swapping sides once again. Pressure is certainly on for all of our players here. Well, we can hear in the cage the mutterings of straps being called. Some of them a little louder than others. But there's one thing we've got here, and it's tension, Chance.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about on this map as well, because anything you're going to do, you have to be extremely well coordinated. In Vegas, well, all 4 players shucking their stuns and nades down range, got complete control of the middle of the map, and they do not waste time. Nero bomb planted, 4v4 retake in Boston, 3 players working the flank. We have seen this setup from Boston before.
Yeah, Nero's got a lot of kills to get here. How many red dots does he see? Here comes the first. Snoopy allowing him to waste sort of half of the magazine there of his rival 9. Major Maniac He's made the play upstairs. There's the jump. Nero, first blood again. Here comes the second. Nero, can he get another? 3. Beans, last man. I don't know who got the final kill, but Nero turns Breach inside out.
And we talked about it. We have seen that exact setup from Breach before. 3 players on the flank. You got Major Maniac sitting in the window. And the positioning we saw from Nero, Vegas knew it the entire time. He goes for the first child and he lays down behind. And he's basically looking at Major through the wall because he's ready for that pressure to come up. And I heard Vegas freaking out in the comms. As soon as Major makes that play, Nero is there to snap. They read it like a book. They have clearly done their homework for this series.
Attach finds the final kill there, but wow, Nero. That is a delightful close to the round there. The equalizer, 3-3 here on Rio.
Nero might run the bridge, but this time taking command of the middle of the map. This is an interesting setup again for Boston. It is their default. They will do it time and time again, but that does allow Vegas to take space. You can see Geo creeping up the map. He's made it to the van. Attach is pushed out to the bridge, middle of the map in complete control. Nero's got the cutoff, so it's all about the cheeky angles and Attach. I mean, this is a dangerous position of play depending on the timing, and he was waiting for a freebie, but knows they're nearby, doing the smart thing, backing down.
Beautiful. The draw.
Never mind.
The drive-by intel, complete with the trophy though, so he does leave that for his teammates. Nero still remaining hold here at vending machine. Here comes the bomb on the inside of the B-bomb site. We're waiting for it. Priest gets gunned again. Nero with another first blood. Finally, Beans brings him down over to Major Maniac. Can he catch out another? The bridge side of the map is safe and sound for now, and Snoopy recovers the bomb. This could be a plant as well.
Yeah, look at that play from Beans, too. You got Major Maniac calling out one, so they take the 2v1 on the guy bottom Eskies and just run him down. And, you know, Geo's in the back of the map. Beans might throw away his life, but you get the bomb planted in a 2v1 at Major Maniac and Snoopy. They just got to trade.
You've done this before. Geo has found himself here. And once again, Boston hold. They take the lead. Beans takes a swig of that white monster. Maybe my favorite.
I'm with that, or the orange. I like both, but either way from Major Maniac, just the pick he gets on Attach. I think Attach maybe working out a little bit too much, never skips leg day. I think his cheek might have just been poking out past that wall because I thought he had the angle, but as soon as he gets dropped, man advantage, Vegas take full advantage of it. And by that, I mean, well, they lose the round.
Yeah.
Boston.
Thick
Easy
thighs.
teams to not get confused.
Thick thighs save lives. I'm trying to think about something that, where does thick thighs and big cheeks cost it? We'll come back to that one. Or if you've got any funny ideas, chat, do let us know, tweet us. We'll read out the weird ones. Heavy hit towards A. Beans has eyes on. Stun check behind the van, nobody home. We're overwhelming the bomb site, folks, and we're looking to get this bad boy down.
Nero's debating. He want to go for the kill, and so is Johnny, running forward as well, but at least gets his one. And they want Beans to die. Attach. He's made it into the garage. He's going to kick the door open. Freebie kill. Beans, though, wins his one, and Beans is going to give you 2. 2 versus 1. Nero, last man standing, and it's the guy you want for the job.
Nero, the Reaper. Oh, and he spotted him as well. Will he hold position? Will he take the fight here? Snoopy, is he going the whole way around? Yes, he is.
Easy reads.
And here comes Nero. Oh, the timing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. 15 seconds. Oh my God. I'm not going to say it. Oh my God. Nero checks the bomb in time. Wow, that was close.
And that is just Snoopy not checking that top garden spot. The only factor. And Snoopy also, when Nero's towards the back, he just tries to sprint at him through the flank, and Nero just one double back, and that's all it takes to clutch that 1v1. Snoopy a menace in the respawns, but a poor read in that moment, and a massive win there for Vegas to tie it up 4-4.
Oh, Snoopy.
How does his teammate not see him? I can understand the player in the moment, but 3 players spectating, they don't see it in spectator?
We would have heard that. You saw him. You saw him. He's on.
That's actually unbelievable. I didn't realize he had that angle.
That's a wild one, man. Okay, 4-4. What a search this has been.
Yeah, good catch by the observers as well, just to get those comms through.
Another deep one here from Boston, trying to waste all the lethals. They're out. Boom, 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 across the map. Now, gonna have to shoot you right down.
And this is all on Attach. Attach has played aggressive angles, but passive in this moment. They've given up the street entirely, but now Attach is able to call out at least one, but expecting more pressure on the left side of the map.
Nero spots a little rattle of that 9mm across the top side of Rio. Snoopy in position to try to pick up anyone on Eski's side. Coverage is there, bombs down. Here we go, folks. It's party time. Johnny doesn't pick up Beans on the flank. Gio steps up to the plate, cuts Beans down 3v3.
Can't believe we're not checking the most obvious corner, but either way, 3v3, and Nero now running it down.
Whoa!
Beamer there for the man advantage.
Still got it. Here comes Priest on the flank, trying to pick up 1 or 2. Oh, the timing, the damage is there. Attach is making it happen. All down to Priester. Oh, and what a move. Back he goes. Claw, Nero! What a round. 4 spree.
Yeah, and great communication from Attach as well in S&D. He spots out Priesta, knows that Priesta ran to the wrong side, doesn't have the bomb checks from that side of the map, so he comms it to Nero, and Nero runs it down. And why wouldn't you? 13 kills now for this man on this map. Absolute menace.
Everything about the way he plays, man. Every corner, every angle of that top mid. Nero is so happy to take these fights. Over 2,000 damage, 13 kills, and now map point.
We'll see what they can do as well. Going up 2-0 in the series, you just do not want to give Boston any signs of life. Take him down once again, and quad stack here, and they're saving some stuns and nades, going a little bit delayed on the push, but they cleared out mid-map last time, didn't waste any time, went for the bomb plant. Nero, I mean, mid-map's been cleared. Check out the right side, bombs down, another 4v4.
Here we go, Nero! A 2-piece for the ages. Can he find any more? Eyes are there. Backs on up. Will he run top mid? He does. Nero, unbelievable work. There's one more to be had. His teammates are there for it. But that's the man in the match right there. 16-6. Vegas 2, Boston Breach 0.
Yeah, they didn't give him the ace, but it does not matter. Nero just gonna call game. Finishes on a 7 spree. He had 3 first bloods, 2 bombs planted, 16 kills, 12 of which were non-traded, and 2,500 damage. He was the MVP in map number 1. He was the MVP in map number 2. Man ain't sick today.
Yeah, he's sick today. Well, he is sick. It's a different kind of sick. But that man is absolutely down with the sickness. 2-0. Wow. Can't believe it, brother.
Yeah, in Boston Breach, unfortunately, it has just been a very disturbing year for them. Not a lot of signs of life, not a little dopamine they have been able to collect, and certainly not a lot of dope on that map. And a 6-4 win, too. How important that 1v1 win was. Nero going against Snoopy, taking him down. And obviously, I mean, we got to catch it from Snoopy's point of view. Just unfortunate that nobody saw on top garden what could have been, but either way, Nero as icy as you could ever wanted. Tip your cap, move on. That'll be the player to watch in map 3 as well.
Absolutely, man. I mean, map 3 is going to be a different beast. Of course, we got a high-rise opportunity for the comeback here, and a sorely needed one. The final map, potentially, of Boston Breach's MW3 season. It may all come down to this. Vista, if we can get there, and I'm sure Breach would have a whale of a time running around that map, firing their guns. But if they've got to fight hard to get there, 6-star for map 5 if we get to that point. Highrise Control, they're coming up next. And again, I worry, Chance, I worry for the Breach fans, I worry for the Breach players. We'll see if they can pull things back, because it's going to be one hell of a tough one to bow out this early in the tournament. We'll find out what happens, folks. Will this be the last stand of Boston Breach or the beginning of the comeback? Don't go too far, folks. Plenty more Call of Duty to be played here at Major 4. The cage is a-raging. And so far, we have seen some spicy stuff today. Plenty more to come here after the break.
Let's go.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Scuff Gaming is doing an ultimate giveaway where you and a friend can win a chance to go to COD Champs this year. The giveaway includes 2 VIP tickets, travel expenses, and more. To enter, scan the QR code on the page or go to scuff.co/CDL and enter your email. Terms and conditions apply.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Major 4. Our players are taking their seats once more as we get ready to go into map number 3. Vegas find themselves up 2-0 over Boston Breach, who have had a difficult run of things in the first 2 maps of the series. We'll find out if anything's going to change here right now. It's going to be a spicy showing, as always, here in the CDL. Myself and Chance ready to take you through Highrise.
And I know my favorite thing so far about this venue setup is we're very used to being across the venue from where the actual stage and players are. We can sit and talk and listen to everything these guys are talking about. And attached so far, every single series, granted it's only 2 of them, that I've heard and seen these guys play, it's constantly in between maps. He's saying exactly what the other, he's almost like a coach within a player role. If he's dictating pace, telling you what the other team's strategy and comms are going to be, we can listen to these guys in S&D as well. He does an elite job of directing traffic at every given moment. So attached world champ, wonderful man to be playing with in Vegas, extremely ready for this Highrise Control. Again, they're in champs contention. They're going to have to win at least 2 series, and then it obviously depends on other teams as well, but they need this or else your year is over. And of course for Boston, same thing. This could be the last map these guys play on LAN all year. It might end here.
The last hurrah. The final march of the Boston Breach through the MW3 season begins now. Vegas also fighting desperately to continue their campaign here. Opening salvos are finished. The opening bombardment from Attach works out lovely. Priest and Beans fire their respective kills as Boston continue the onslaught on towards A.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the observers were able to catch it of the firing squad that Vegas tried to set up off the opening break. They collectively did 450 damage to the players running out the window. They just couldn't actually catch anybody. But an interesting attempt to sort of set the tone, but the tone has been set. Vegas, firm control, every power position. Snoopy, the man that got behind enemy lines, has been taken care of. And now Johnny in prime position just to eradicate them, or easy reads from Beans. Boston maybe a little ahead of the game in that moment. The opportunity to make that B push is here.
And you've managed to hold it, and there we go. 3 down. B.
Okay, all 4.
2, 3 players on B. The 1 man on A is pushed up for the spawns. That's Priester. Aggression now. Priester's finding 1. Priester finds 2. And there was no way he was going to get a 3rd. I mean, that would have been absolutely ridiculous. But in the meantime, the B zone is gone. The boys are over by A.
Yeah, that was beautiful, too. You saw all those players watching the cross. They're coming into Priesta, and they get in the mix to help them out as well. So Boston, that's as good as it gets for the start. They do not even win the opening break, but 1 tick on A, B zone secured, and plenty of time to work with to try to break this down. And really for Snoopy, it's just operation. Make sure you stay alive. Dead silence popped, and now he is officially behind enemy lines.
He's going for it. Going for it. Coverage, though, from Vegas, all good. Beans, the man on the front line now for Boston. Actually, the first segment wasn't secured. It was a pixel away for completion, and there you go. That's a working patch. The propane tank goes pop, and Beans shrugs it off.
And they just can't quite get that little bit of extra. Boston looking for the 2-piece to grant yourself a little bit more space. But Priesta, 6 kills already in the round. And hey, Snoopy's the man that gives you 2. That's number 3. And Priesta had the last guy tagged up, so he survives. Now you get the bodies on the point.
That's 2 boys on point. Oh my! Major Maniac now softening up the resupply lines. No one's getting to that point without a little bit of love. Boston, mega progress. Halfway through it. Anyone there from Vegas? No, it's long-range fights from Priesta. Wins them again. Next up, Major gets Johnny. That's it, boys and girls. Snoopy, the last man on the point, cleaned up. What an attempt.
Yeah, and you saw that. Major Maniac trying to get aggressive in the windows as the hit fire from Beans connects with the good old Renetti in that moment. In 11 versus 7 on the life count. So Boston right now push the pace, get the trades, and do not take your foot off the gas.
7-11 in the life count, anything but convenient for Vegas Legion. They're in a little bit of trouble. With 35 seconds on the clock, Snoopy, very ambitious indeed, brought down. Johnny finds Major, not without a trade. Johnny gets his second. Over to Beans. Oh, God, this awkward, but he makes it work. 24 on the clock.
8v5 as well, but you still need to stop that clock. Beans, great tags on Geo, but not enough for the kill, and now you're just running out of time. So I was saying don't take the foot off the gas, but now they're a little bit stagnant, not aggressive on the map at all. Beans has just been hanging out by the 50-yard line, and now you're taking routes like that that are so easy to read. What could have been for Boston, and Beans somehow was the last player in that engagement, even though he was also the last man alive. Boston not able to orchestrate. They had a minute and a half to work that A zone, but Vegas's defense, too strong.
Too thick. This is Geo on the replay. We've seen plenty of lovely long-range shots, and this is a nice 2, makes it 3. That was the end of the attack on A. And that was just about a minute on the game clock after that chance. That evaporated very, very rapidly. Kudos to Vegas there. Round 2.
Yeah, and that's the moment where Major was getting stagnant in the windows as well. So Vegas weren't even pushing towards him. So they just rendered him completely ineffective on that play. And well, it would have been better on the objective. But Snoopy, nice little bounce back with the rival. Man just loves to run it down.
Geo looking for the tiniest of angles to deal with Beans. He gets dealt with. Trades, though, once again there. Vegas on the attack. A lovely 2 from Johnny. Gets his 12th of the map. Major Maniac pushing forward. Awkward situation to be in here. I love the nade. It's not going to work out, though. On towards the B zone we go now. Attach on a force free.
Yeah, and all that Major was trying to do is slow the push down so his teammates can at least get out of the windows. You can get spawn trapped on either side. It's harder for the offensive team to do it, but they've at least bought themselves a little bit of space. Attach on a 4 as well. Desperate for a little bit of help. Now he's got a player to bait on the point, but Nero dies immediately in attach. Well, no cruise missile. Not too much secured, and the spawn kills do not last. Geo gave you 2 before he fell, but it is just solo captures on both these zones.
Brilliant work. Enough time now to really get things going. 1 down at A, 1 down at B. It's all on a Johnny for now. He's trying to get it done. Can't get it. Major Maniac there. Once again in the feed. Nero. Doing the laps, chasing red dots. Oh, can't get anything out of this life. Nice work out of Boston. Trying to stay alive. The second segment of B, toast. And this 2-man capture should see it done.
And attaching the exact same spot. Players line up. Him and Geo locking it down to keep it rolling. Why don't you? How many players can you get on this zone? 1 trophy. All the nades are going to start rolling through, and they got 3 bodies on the point.
That might be your ass. Boston. Fly forward, send it. You're running out of time. Life count doesn't matter, boys. Attach finds 1 more. No more in the life tank, though. Major Maniac saves the day for now, but how many more lives does that cat have?
And we talked about how a pixel in last round made a difference for the tick. Well, Vegas this time, they're able to get 2 and even more time to work with. And this is a team willing to get active. Geo might have to back down, but Nero, he's already gone on the full flank. Vegas just needs to wait for him. He will absolutely get you an entry kill.
He's finding it slowly but surely. Eyes up. There it is. Can he get another one? Oh, dear. Well, Geo backs him up. Onto the zone. Major Maniac forced out of position, has to get on it, and he can't. Attach finds the kill. This is the round. No way, Vegas. Slow and steady won the race.
Yeah, GG, go next. My God, Vegas Legion. I mean, that is active. They're, by the way, at the end, like 15-6, I think, on the life count. I mean, Boston nearly ran out of lives, and there could have been a minute left in that round. So Vegas just completely run you over. And a look at this moment, everybody focused on Geo. Attach their lineup too, and the help and coordination is perfect. Vegas, I mean, that is just overwhelming force, overwhelming presence. 1 round of defense, and their champ stream and tournament stay alive.
Boston, this is it. Dig deeper than ever before. An explosive opener here. Breach, soar forward under the coverage of a 2-piece from Major Maniac. Into B they go.
And I gotta say, by the way, something that was telling for me, we had the LAG boys rooting for Boston in the venue early on. As soon as the map 1 ended, LAG were like, well, maybe that dream is gone. We got other things to do. So I think the expectation is Vegas walk away with it. It's just a matter of getting the job done. But a perfect start to this round. I mean, that was the first player for Boston to fall, and the B zone nearly secured. So they're able to replicate what they did the previous attacking round. B is good, and they have so much time in so many lives to work at.
As far as Boston are concerned, this is a nearly perfect start. The three-piece there from Vegas doesn't really help. But Major Maniac on a 3, trying to slow things down. Into the trap, they fall. Finds another, that's for 4. Big old dead in the background there for Beans. Major Maniac still going toe-to-toe with Geo here. There's the red dot. Major Maniac holding it down. His boys now pushing up onto A. The play is far from over.
And he wants the cruise as well. And Nero would have been the guy to give it to him, but it's the good old propane tank that's going to take him down. But now 2 men on the zone. Boston can do this here.
It goes Priester. He's the front line. Heavily tagged up on the flank. Attach on the flank. You cut down the play, you end the streak, and you end the capture of A. It's nearly 50% now. And Boston right back at it from spawn, straight into the fight.
Yeah, but Boston, much like my ranked play teammates, just nobody picks up the flank. It's an important feature of the map, but they don't get it done. And, well, now you're back towards your spawn. Great kills coming through, and the players getting excited, but Nero, the multi-kill machine, cutting off the reinforcements, and Beans has no help in this moment. And that is help he wouldn't need it. That second tick does not go through.
A minute 25, Boston still fighting for their lives here. Johnny finding kills all over the place. 19 and 10 for attach. Snoopy with the last ditch attempt. The sneaky play. Deddy still active. Finds himself one. The turn. No burn. Nero once again onto the zone. Beans can't get any more. Priester now. A slow trickle of Boston players onto the point. Chance just over a minute to go.
Yeah, just YYing into death again. They had 29 lives remaining after they captured the B zone. They've gotten a single tick with 18 deaths. Vegas, their trades have been on point.
They cannot break the Vegas lines yet. 50 seconds, 9 lives. Boston sending everything they've got. Damage across the board. Priester with 2. On to the A zone we go.
Only 1 man on it, though. Beans does have a little bit of help. Snoopy's going to be behind him, but not the help in the right place. 2 kills, though, go your way. Major towards the middle of the map, trying to stay alive, and Snoopy at least gets that trade. So we got a 5v5 and 30 seconds left. This will be a game of TDM.
The last few moments now for Breach. Priester roaming for kills. Over towards the A side of the map, Beans waiting for the perfect time. Nero falls off, 20 seconds. Final lives for Vegas here. It is not over yet.
And that's the worst timing. If a guy falls off the map, you expect that might be that momentum shift. Beans, if you hop up, Geo, watching it. Great angle, though, just to stay alive. Everybody for Boston's here.
Vegas are starting to fall apart. Boston last lives. A lot of damage dealt. Here goes the final hit. This is it. Your tournament life on the line. Just to force another round. Snoopy, Beans, find them. Nero, cut down. And Boston will live to fight another round.
Staying alive, and they did it on offense as well. It's close to being a balanced map, but you still prefer the defense when you can get it. It's now Boston opportunity to defend. And an insane feature as well for the first round on defense that Boston had. Priester was unable to get a kill. A shocking stat, but hey, round 2 to go again. You want to force this round 5. Boston, the opportunity absolutely is here.
Out of spawn and into the fray. 3 of them down that B street. Snoopy eyes on mid. There's the nade. Johnny with the immediate push towards the bottom side of the map. And Beans starts things off where they finished it. Kills either side. And we're looking towards that B zone for defense here for Breach. Nero continues to be a lethal factor.
It really is just so difficult to kill. Multi-kill machine so far, and Nero 20 kills as well. But everybody on Vegas getting active. Good production, and Snoopy can't win the gunfight, gets caught again.
Major Maniac drops as well. B, here goes the first segment. 1 down, 2 to go.
Not even checking the same corner. Attach loves it, and we have not made that adjustment.
Here we go, Snoopy over the top. Can you get one out of this? No. Red, dead, Geo, top coverage. on A now. A lot of work being done. Major Maniac, no HP, no hope.
Hello.
Oh, okay,
Goodbye.
but he's managed to trick Johnny for a second. Johnny not fooled by it. Johnny capturing A alone. It's a 3-4 spree and 3 in the feed. Oh, and aggression. Endless aggression and full control right now for Vegas.
It's so much pressure on both of these zones. A solo cap at B that's just about fall. Now it's secure in 2 players on A. Attached bunny hopping, waiting for a gunfight, and Boston are just not nearby.
It's over. It is done, and it's elation for Vegas. An air of anger and confusion for Boston Breach as their MW3 season comes to a close. In that round, not necessarily a bang, more of a whimper for them. We'll see you boys on Black Ops 6.
Yeah, one of the worst teams in CDL history, ending their series in an 0-3 fashion, and Priesta not even able to get a kill in 2 rounds of defense. Vegas picking them apart, taking care of business as expected. They continue their tournament run. They were in a solid spot coming into this major. The loss to Seattle makes their road much more difficult, but the dream absolutely still alive, and those guys in that series absolutely hit their form.
Oh, they were rocking, absolutely rocking. Especially the hard points, man. I mean, Vegas flowing like water, and Boston Breach fizzle out and end their series in a tough way, that 3-0. Vegas happily walking forward in the tournament here after that day 1 loss to Seattle Surge. Last look at the stats there, a valiant effort. The round win from Boston felt like a lot more than it was really worth in the end, but Vegas happy to take that. Just over 11 minutes, and they'll march forward in the tournament.
And again, most shocking stat, 0 kills, a goose egg on defense, not expected, but where there was lack of production on one side for Vegas, across the board, everyone 4K damage plus. Attaching Johnny just under 5K as well, but 20 plus kills for the entire team. Vegas, no sweat off their brows, and a masterclass performance as well. To the Captain Nero, MVP of the series. Man dropped 16 on the Rio. Hard to feel bad about that one.
Oh, indeed. Well, we say goodbye to Boston Breach. Keep on trucking Vegas for Boston. Chance to get a roster that